I think the hardest part about losing someone isn't the moment they leave. It's the moment you realize they already have. For months, I felt something changing between us. Not suddenly, slowly, like a sunset fading into night. We still laughed, still shared the same bed, still said, "Love you" out of habit, but the warmth behind those words grew thinner every day. It wasn't her fault, and it wasn't mine. It was just life, pulling us in different directions while we pretended nothing was happening. The moment it became real was one quiet evening. We were sitting on the couch, a movie playing, her head resting on my shoulder. Anyone looking at us would have thought we were perfect. But inside, I felt a distance that no amount of closeness could hide. I turned to her and asked, "Are you happy with me?" She didn't answer right away. Her eyes softened, and she let out a breath that sounded like she'd been holding it for months. Then she whispered, "I love you, but I don't feel the same future anymore." And as painful as it was, I knew exactly what she meant. We were still together, just not moving in the same direction. There were no tears at first, just silence, a silence that wrapped around us like a truth we couldn't escape from. I took her hand. For a moment it felt like old times, familiar, warm, safe. But even then, I could feel she wasn't holding on. She was letting go. We didn't fight. We didn't blame each other. We just sat there, two people who had loved each other deeply, finally admitting that love wasn't enough to keep us growing together. When I stood up to leave, she whispered, "Thank you for everything." And that broke me more than any goodbye ever could. Walking away from her door felt like walking away from an entire version of myself. But somewhere beneath the pain, there was a small, quiet acceptance. Some relationships don't end because they failed. They end because they reach the part of the journey where the roads split. And even though it hurts, I'm grateful for every step we took together.